This is why not everything needs a fucking gym pin. Guys, we can do more reps. That's also progressive overload. We don't always have to add more load. We don't always have to add more weight, especially if our body hasn't even adapted to being in that position under load yet.
Bro automatically blamed ego lifting, like not knowing how heavy the machine is, not knowing what he did last time, what his progression is on the exercise. Like, what? And said your biceps didn't have the adaptations. What adaptation? I want the name of the adaptation. And muscle tears don't happen because you ego lifted or you went too heavy. Like, athletes use eccentric overload all the time where they're using more weight than they can do on the concentric. And you'll see powerlifters tear their biceps on deadlifts when they do nothing wrong, because muscle tears don't happen when you just have a single mess up. Muscle strains happen when you repeatedly stretch muscles to long muscle lengths, and this causes minor strains in the muscle fibers near the musculotendinous junction. And this wears down the costomeres that connect the myofibrils inside of the muscle fibers to the surrounding collagen structures. And these costomeres are very important for your muscles to be able to transmit force laterally. Remember that most of the force that your muscles transmit are transmitted laterally. So if this is worn down, then we're going to have less lateral force transmission. And that leaves your muscle fibers more vulnerable to a greater tear and reduces the amount of range of motion required to get another tear. So muscle tears are going to be more likely to happen if you're doing a high volume programming, especially with lengthened position exercises, and you do not leave enough time to recover. I'm not exactly sure what he did to cause his tear. I don't know, it's programming or anything, but some things that can increase your risk of a muscle tear is training a muscle while it's cold. So, not properly warming up with an aerobic exercise warm up beforehand, or if you're fatigued. And like I said, training with higher volumes, higher reps, and not having enough time to recover.